Well, as per usual, Cam Hart has a strong book of drives at Club Menangle on Saturday night. I caught up with Cam to discuss their prospects, also to find out whether his beloved Roosters will get over the top of South Sydney on Friday night. Well, Cam, before we get into your interesting book of drives, the Roosters, can they get the job done against the Rabbitohs?
Yeah, I hope so. It's always a good clash against the Rabbits, especially now Latrell's moved over to there. It's always a fiery clash, so hopefully get the job done.
And at least you will be able to watch them.
Yeah, that's right. I always like to be able to watch them. Sometimes I can't when I'm at the races, but I'll be able to this week.
You're also very versatile. You like the Chicago Bulls as well.
Yeah, I was a bit of a fan of the documentary that came out, last year, and sort of I've followed them in previous years, so I like my NBA as well.
Let's get back to Club Menangle and the opening event. You're driving Delightful Dude. His form's consistent, and you could say he hasn't had a great deal of luck of late.
Yeah, he's put in some massive runs without having that bit of luck, like you said. Probably the barrier draws. He's had to sit out parked a couple of times in quick miles, and looks like he's got a better barrier this week, and he might be able to find the pegs, which is going to be a big advantage.
And will that advantage see him right in the finish?
I think so. I think he's probably the one to beat. I've had a quick look at the field. I think he might be the horse to beat. So if he can find the fence, I think he'll be hard to beat.
Race 2, you take the reins behind Sunbeach Shadow. Now scored 4 starts back, form since has been average. Barrier 1.
Yeah, Jace has just had a few little niggling problems since he's had that horse, and he was super impressive first up for him, and then he's just sort of lacked a bit of racing, so hopefully the last week's run might have tightened him up, and he's got a good barrier. It's a tough enough field, but I'm expecting him to be a lot better. Over
to the third, the fields came out. You were set down for Stingray Tara, Zoliver just a little bit. Have you decided on your drive?
Yeah, I'll drive Stingray Tara. He was first up for Jace last week, and he was able to hum the gate and showed good speed early, and then come home in a tick under 26. So he gave me a really good feel, and I think he's a good chance.
Zoliver and just a little bit also went extremely well.
Yeah, just a little bit. He's just in rare form at the moment. He's racing really well, and he had to do it tough the last half mile outside Luke's horse and run a great race. But he's drawn a little wide, but he'll be a chance as well.
Yeah, you would suggest those three do have chances, but there was a horse called Firefox who went sensational here first up for Jason.
Yeah, he went awesome. He showed good speed and just kept rolling and run a big mile. And I know since Jason's had him, he's had a big opinion of that horse, and I expect him to run a big mile again.
And over to race 6, number 1, I Cast No Shadow. Very impressive of late.
Yeah, he's been awesome. He couldn't have been racing any better the last sort of month or so, and he's running big miles, and it's a good field. It's probably a step up again. Alta Orlando's there, and Cash and Flow are drawn handy, but he's racing well, and I think he'll be a chance.
Yeah, that draw is certainly favourable in a field such as this.
Yeah, definitely. He's probably a horse that can't get used real hard off the gate, but he can do work once they settle, so he's pretty versatile.
Which one are you keen on, Cam?
Yeah, I like Stingray Tara. I think it's a really strong race, but I really like the horse, and I think he should get a good run from where he's drawn.
Cam, you're a big fan of Northern Hemisphere racing. Do you harbour any ambitions to get over there and test your skills over there?
Yeah, definitely a dream of mine to get over there. Toddy and Andy and Dex have all done so well over there, and it's really exciting racing, and I think it sort of suit my style of driving. So one day down the track, I'd love to get over there.
Yeah, you said you're looking at some plans of going over the end of the year just to have a look around?
Yeah, I'd love to do a little trip and just have a bit of a look around and see how it all works, and whether I like it, and see what happens down the track.
Well, no doubt, Cam, if you do get the opportunity to drive with the likes of Todd and Andrew and Dexter, you will fly the Australian flag very proudly.
Yeah, well, no, it's exciting times, and hopefully something comes to fruition.